Walking Out with Jonathan Holloway and Liam Grundy.
When I was a kid, my socks, everything we had, was passed down between three brothers.
Right.
Oldest brother, next one, big gap, me.
Right.
And should we get a coffee?
No.
And
Get one somewhere else.
the socks, when I got them,
Yeah.
were only retained their original colour above the shoe line. Below the shoe line, they were acid yellow from the sweat
Oh.
that had gone into them and had dyed
Taking the
them.
colour out.
And even though they went in the wash and all that, they still came out. For some reason, the foot sweat had neutralised the dye, and all the socks were yellow. But wait for it.
Ooh.
Also, after they were washed, they were crunchy.
I think it sounds like some sort of kidney problem there going on.
Well, and so I grew up thinking that was normal. And then, of course, in the 1970s, we all had nylon socks, didn't we? And we had nylon pants as well. Do you remember?
Yes.
So you always used to have your bum always hurt because it was like
please.
your privates were in a sort of greenhouse,
Oh,
weren't they?
dear.
Of nylon, leopard print nylon or whatever it
Oh,
was.
dear.
And you had your like Y fronts, but they weren't made of your proper cotton. They were made of this kind of sheer nylon. It was kind of unpleasant, really.
And now we're all in disco thongs, aren't we?
Yeah.
Doing the twist.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, Richard Harris, he had 8 people in the family.
Yeah.
And
What,
he used to
children?
Yeah, he was one of 8 siblings, I think.
Yeah.
And the father was always very busy, had not much time for the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way back to town or that way?
Which town? Richmond or London?
Twickenham.
Oh, Twickenham's.
Basically, I need a train to London.
Okay.
That's that way.
That way? And then take
Well,
a left?
Because then
that's
you can
slow,
take the-
you can get a slow train from St Margaret's.
No, I'll go to the station.
Okay, Twickenham then. If you just get onto the main road,
Take a left.
follow it all the way down, and then right at the main.
There's
Crossing.
literally a right filter that
Yeah.
takes the traffic
No, I
off
walked
to the
here
right.
from there, but
Okay.
I don't know where
Yeah.
I am now.
Yeah.
So, where are you from?
California.
Good man.
You guys have invented a major piece of equipment that brought me out here today.
What's that?
It's a robot that tests the pitch to see if there are any problems with moisture and gradation, and makes it safer for players and saves water and fertilizer for groundkeepers.
Wow.
Right out there, sexy little thing.
Didn't know. We've invented something in this country.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
God.
I'm an investor.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh wow.
Oh.
But they also have this journalism school in Twickenham.
Yes.
That impressed me too.
yeah.
Maybe I'm easily impressive.
No, there's quite a lot of good history here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Come back and visit.
Take a look at the robot as you walk out.
I will. Certainly.
Fine. Thank you very much.
You
Bye.
too. Take care. Robot.
Right.
We'll have a look at the robot.
Yeah. Where is the robot? I can't see any robot.
Can't see any robot. What's he on about?
No, what's he talking about? I can't see any robot. I'm just
He's an
getting- that's
investor
just-
from California who's investing in a robot.
that we can't see, an
we can't
invisible
see.
robot.
I think they've taken money off him under false pretenses.
Ah, that's what they've done.
Go and check out the robot, he said. So there is no robot.
I've invested in this new robot, and I'm flying into the UK to have a look at it.
Yeah.
Well, you need to go to the rugby pitch at Marble Hill House in Twickenham. It might be out and about.
Hey, I'm really pumped about this new robot in Twickenham. Robot in Twickenham? Yeah, you want to check that out.
Oh look, the Orleans House Gallery. Come and explore, and it's open.
Should we do as they say?
Yeah, we'll do as we're told.
So I was
Thank
going
you.
to tell you about Richard Harris.
Yeah, there were 8 in the family.
8
you
in the
said.
family.
Yeah.
So all his clothes that he wore,
Yeah.
because most of them were brothers,
Don't go that way
No.
because that's like.
all the clothes that he wore,
In fact, it's all a wilderness here.
all the clothes that he wore
Yeah.
were hand-me-downs from his brothers.
Right. Was he the youngest?
Yeah.
So,
more or less.
so they were worn 7 times.
Yeah. And because he was wearing all his brothers and, well, hopefully it's just his brothers' stuff. Not there's anything wrong with wearing other stuff as well. His father, who was a bit sort of not interested in Harris, didn't know his name because he was always sort of dressed in his brother's stuff. So often they said his father would very rarely ever call him by name because his father's a bit confused as to who he was. So Harris was,
God, that explains a lot.
yeah, as a child, always being expected to be other people. Isn't that interesting? Well,
No, that is very interesting. Because my parents used to call me by the wrong name.
right.
Well, my mum would go through the names. She'd go, Jeff, Steve, John.
Yeah.
And, I'm not John, I'm Jonathan. And my dad would always call me John. And I was like, well, who's this John you're talking to? And then I realised, as I got older, that people were a bit embarrassed to call me Jonathan because it's a bit of a sort of namby-pamby name. And so I think, why did you call me Jonathan in the first place then? But my brother, until the day my eldest brother, until the day, God rest his soul, he left this planet, he called me John.
Well, why don't you just go with it?
What do you mean?
Well, just people want to call you that. Just think they must be right. Why am I bothering? I'll just go. Yeah, I go on then.
Well, it's a bit of the John Proctor, the old Crucible thing in me that means it's my name. It's my name.
You want to insist? You're insisting on being called by your own name. Is
Yeah.
That, oh, it's a bit
Yeah.
unreasonable, I think. Yeah, I know what you mean. I used to get Lee. My dad used to call me Lee.
Lee.
Yeah, but not as in L-E-E, like because it wasn't a name back then. But it just say, short for Liam.
Lee.
Yeah, all right,
It takes
Lee.
as much effort to say Lee as it does to say Liam.
Well, I didn't mind that though.
I mean, maybe there's
I was happy to be called anything.
50% more effort in the
Right,
finishing
Lee.
off with that. I don't know.
In Ireland, it's more Liam.
Liam.
Liam. Hello, Liam. It has more of a double E-M sort of
Well,
sound.
more natural poetry. That's the thing.
And when I was a kid, when I going for hospital appointments and stuff, they used to go, Liam Grundy.
Oh no. Did
Yeah,
they?
because there was very few people called Liam in 1960,
Well, that's-
61, 62.
So when I was at junior school, the headmaster used to kind of do a little Bible reading as part of the school assembly. And with unerring regularity, it would come round to the point in the Old Testament where Jonathan gave his girdle to David. And he would always read this out.
Greater love hath no man.
He would always read this bit out about Jonathan giving his girdle to David.
Oh, God.
And all the other kids in the school would snigger. And I used to dread it. But it was
bet.
like, it came around quite regularly. Now, I don't know if he had a bit of a sense of humour about these things, and he quite enjoyed the frisson of the entertainment factor. I suspect he did, because it was.
So he didn't ever. Which translation? It wasn't the. It wasn't the translation that said he gave his foundation garment to David.
No,
was it?
strangely, it wasn't. No. He gave his slab medical elastic garment.
He gave his Spirella corset shaper to David. Excuse me, sir. You seem very interested in all these. No, it's here in the Bible. Here in the Bible. Okay. So what was your father's name then? What was his Christian name?
My father was William Robert Holloway, which was very confusing because his dad was also called
Bill.
William Robert Holloway.
Did he go for Bill?
No, he went for Bob.
I'm sorry, hold on. That's not short for William.
No, it's short for Robert.
Oh, I see. Of course, he went for the middle name.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill. I thought Bill Holloway.
No, he didn't like Bill. No.
My dad is always Bill Grundy.
Bill Grundy, but Bill Grundy was the bloke who interviewed the Sex Pistols.
No, he's my dad. He's my dad
So
first.
your dad was called Bill Grundy, and Bill Grundy also interviewed the Sex Pistols.
Yeah, my dad was Bill Grundy first.
Okay.
And I went for a job once at ITV.
And you said, my name's Bill Grundy.
No, and they said, oh.
That's all thank you very much.
What do you want from this?
Good morning.
I'll just have a coffee. I'm not going to eat anything because I'm going to have some sausages later.
Okay, could we have, what kind of coffee would you like?
I'll just have a Americano, please.
Americano.
And-
Large or regular?
Regular's fine, thanks.
Okay.
Can I have a large cappuccino? Is that one of those enormous rodents that the Queen ate? Do you think? Because there's
a big apple.
Is it an apple or is it a yam? It looks like these are all foreign objects which have been placed within the bend in the river.
But a dodo was natural to. Wasn't it dodos in this country?
No, dodos were Australia, weren't they?
Oh, I don't know.
Australia or New Zealand? No, and it's kiwis in New Zealand. I think they were Australian, weren't they? Dodo. And that's the Portuguese man of war or something, isn't it?
They've got sails. Thank you. They've got sails, haven't they? Portuguese man of war. That's the Royal Barge, I'd say that is.
No, up there.
Oh, that fella.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because I've got no neck, I couldn't see it.
What do you mean you've got no neck?
got-
You're turning your shoulders at the same time
Yeah, I
as you
need
turn your head.
need to go to the osteopath and get some of my giblets sorted out.
What's the matter? Well, your giblets aren't up there. Your
Well,
giblets
you know,
are down,
but, yeah,
lower
but
down.
I mean,
aren't
me
they?
neck giblets. me organ, me organs. No, when I
Your
was.
organs. I don't think your neck is an organ.
Oh, I don't. I'm not medically qualified. I don't know. No, I once went to. Got a big spoon. I once went to.
It's a soup spoon.
I once went to ITV. What was it called? Yeah, it was ITV. What was the one in London? Thames Television. And
Where our friend used to be, used to do the news, used to read the news.
oh yes. And I was about 20, 21. And there was someone we knew in personnel at Thames. And we'd bumped into them or somewhere. So I bumped into something.
Who's we?
There was some sort of, might have been a funeral or something like that. And they said, "Oh, what's Liam up to?" And I said, "Oh, well, tell him to, if he's interested, because Liam's doing music or something. Oh, if he's interested, tell him to write into Thames Television." So I wrote in, and I'm not sure whether that was any kind of a connection, but they sent me for an interview. They said, "Come for an interview." So I went along, and of course I didn't know anyone in media or television.
Yeah.
And they were asking me questions and one thing and another, and I was probably not saying the right things they wanted to hear. And they said, oh, well, it's a great time to be in television because, you know, all the franchises are starting to open up and all this carry on. And I didn't quite know what that meant, and I was more interested in music anyway, but it all seemed a little bit sort of complicated. So, I had a chat. Anyway, at some point in the conversation, the woman said, your father was here yesterday. So, my dad used to go to London on business occasionally.
Yeah.
So I said, really? And I thought, well, maybe that connection, which, to be honest, seemed tenuous. I thought, well, it surprises me that Dad's popping into Thames Television. When he's
your daddy.
When he's up the Euston Road, I'll just pop in, And this woman knows him, my dad. So I said, oh, really? She said, oh, yes, he was in, and we see quite a lot of him here. So I thought, well, it wouldn't. With my dad, he was quite enigmatic in some way. I thought, well, that wouldn't surprise me, Dad's got this other thing going. So I said, oh, right, and she said, I obviously expressed surprise and a bit of puzzlement, and she said, your father is Bill Grundy, isn't he? And I thought, oh, I said yes. And she, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
And then I thought, she thinks he's Bill Grundy. So I thought, well, I could either just keep her going on this and probably get a job, or I could be very stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's who you know in the business, or I can be very stupid and say, that's not my dad at all, and be shown the door. And of course I chose the stupidity option. I said, oh no, my dad's not that Bill Grundy. He's Bill Grundy, but he's
That's really odd that you should say that, because when I first got out of college, and before I became a director,
yeah.
While I was still, putting up lights and stuff, somebody said to somebody else at the theatre I was working at in Sloane Square, oh, that's Julian Holloway's son.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
And people used to say to me, oh, you're Julian Holloway's son, so your granddad is Stanley.
Right,
Holloway.
yeah.
And I used to go, no. And I look back on it and I think that was a really daft thing to do.
Yeah.
I should just have said, yep, that's my granddad. He's a laugh, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, about my pay. I was thinking a few more quid a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I only went to Thames Television once, and it was also for an interview.
Walking Out with Jonathan Holloway and Liam Grundy. A Fruit People production.